Hi, this is Mary Hafey, and welcome to the March e-newsletter. I go by the pronouns she and her, and for those people who aren't watching the video, you might be driving, you might have a visual impairment. I am a white female with silvery gray hair, 70 years old, and I'm wearing a red and black dress and a red necklace today. As all our videos go, I would like to acknowledge that I am sitting here today in Fitchburg on the unceded lands of the Nipmuc people of the Nashaway tribe, who stewarded these lands long before any of us were here. So, there's a really great newsletter. Please don't miss any of it. There's so many good things going on. And I have two messages, though, that I want to cover before I sign off. And the first is, there's a lot of changes going on in our nation right now. And with those changes, it's really crucial that each of us is a fierce advocate at both the state and the national level for the rights of people with disabilities and other marginalized groups. We've been advocating at the ARC for 73 years, and the need now is as great as it was back in 1952. So I'm asking two things of you. One involves advocacy. And so if you have a family member with a disability, or you are a person with a disability, make sure that your legislators know your story, know you, know your family. And the reason I say that is while we are incredibly fortunate to be in Massachusetts, the Massachusetts state and federal delegation are strong supporters for disability issues. We can always count on them. I have no doubt about that. And they have the ability to influence other legislators, state and national, who may not be as in support or understanding of disability issues. When your legislator gets to know you and your story, they can use that information when they are talking to their colleagues who may be on the fence or who may be in opposition, and we increase the effectiveness and the impact that our terrific legislators can have on getting others to vote the right way on disability issues. So please share your story. Make sure that they know you. What the legislators tell us is that when a vote comes, you are in their hearts and their minds, and your stories are what cause them to vote in support of disability issues. So more important than ever. Thank you for doing that. And the second is we will send out from the Arc of Opportunity action alerts. You also can get them from the ARC of Massachusetts and the ARC of the United States. Sometimes we're forwarding them, sometimes we're sending our own. When an action alert comes out, if it is something that matters to you, and because it's disability issues, I'm guessing it does matter to you, please take action. Often it takes seconds. But here's what legislators tell us. They actually do look and say, how many stakeholders told me that this was important to them? Gee, I better pay more attention to it. And so your email that goes out, personalize it if you can. If not, just send it out. Fill out the form, send it out. The legislators keep track of those numbers, and they know at what point, boy, we better pay attention to this one, because clearly our voters think that this is important. So those are my two requests around advocacy. And I can tell you we're doing a lot here at the ARC about advocacy. So last month, and again this month, a group of staff and individuals are trekking to the State House and going and meeting with legislators. I will be going to DC in April with a board member and another staff member to advocate for federal legislature. Now, we know everyone can't go to Boston or to DC, but you can respond to the action alerts, and I am urging you strongly to do that. Our collective voices are needed to assure that the safety net services remain in place and available to people with disabilities and their families. I have one other thing to cover today, And again, we know that there's high tension in our country at this point in time about a number of issues. And I want to emphasize that since 1952, we have been a civil and human rights movement with deep commitment to diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging. And I'm naming specifically that the ARC stands with the transgender community at a point in time when their very safety and very existence are at risk. Our extended ARC family includes trans folk among our participants, among our staff, the family members of our staff, and we will not tolerate hate and will continue to make the ARC of Opportunity a place where all people belong. I know you share these values and care deeply about the people we support and the staff who support them. So please keep those thoughts in mind. Spring is coming. I'm looking out at a gray sky, but I know spring is coming and I wish you well. Enjoy every bit of the newsletter. It's a terrific newsletter. Take care and thank you for all your support.